it's Jennifer. Today I'm going to show y'all how to make my pralines since everybody's been asking. I used to make pralines on the stove with a candy thermometer, just like my mom. I watched her for years and I used her recipe, but a few years ago I came across microwave pralines that had the same exact ingredients except for the type of milk. So after I discovered microwave pralines, I started making them that way because they come out consistently every time and they take 10 to 15 minutes from start to finish, and I don't have to get out the candy thermometer. So I'm going to share that recipe with you guys today. For our microwave pecan pralines, we're going to need pecans, white sugar, brown sugar, condensed milk, butter, vanilla, and salt. The beginnings of the pecan praline recipe call for 1/4 of a cup of melted butter, so I'm going to stick this in the microwave for about a minute. Okay, so now that I have my butter melted, I'm going to dump in 1 cup of brown sugar. We're going to do 1 cup of white sugar. We're going to do 2 cups of pecans. We're going to empty in 1 whole can of sweetened condensed milk. Some recipes call for different types of milk, but I find that the condensed milk makes the pralines really creamy, and that's what you want in a praline. Make sure to get all of the good stuff out of the can. We are going to do 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract, and we're going to do 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. If you don't taste the salt, it just balances everything out. Using a silicone spoon, going to stir everything together and mix it well. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pop everything in the microwave for about 8 to 9 minutes. And during this time, you're going to take the pralines out every 1.5 minutes or so. And you're going to stir. You're going to pop them back in for another 1.5 minutes until they get really hot and bubbly. So I'm going to start that process after my mixture is completely mixed. I'm going to put them in the microwave for 1.5 minutes, stir, and repeat the cycle. So the trick to getting these pralines the right consistency is getting them hot enough. And so we're going to talk about microwaves. My microwave is a high wattage microwave, so my pralines start to bubble and get really hot at around the 8-minute mark. If you have a microwave that is a countertop microwave or a lower wattage microwave, you might find that your pralines take a little bit longer just because your microwave isn't as powerful. So you're going to want to look for bubbling for quite a while, few minutes. So maybe around the 6-minute mark, you're going to notice some bubbling. Stir it, and then put it back in. And if it's bubbling again, that's when you're going to want to take it out. Okay, so while that's microwaving, I wanted to let you guys know that you're going to need some sort of oven mitts to get the all out of the microwave. It's going to be really, really hot the longer we microwave it. So have those ready, because you're going to need to stir very quickly when you remove it from the microwave. As you can see, my mixture is bubbling now, so I'm taking it out of the microwave. Okay, so the next step in this process is to stir the pralines, and I find a silicone spoon works the best. So what you're going to do is you're going to continue to stir, and I find that this takes about between 2 and 4 minutes. You're going to stir until the praline mixture isn't as liquidy anymore, and you get some resistance when you stir. You don't want the pralines to spread too much when you put them on wax paper, and that's why you stir it until it gets a little bit harder. Now, you don't want it to get so hard that the pralines start to crumble when you put them on the wax paper. So it's a little bit of a process to learn when the right time is to start putting them on the wax paper. But I will show y'all what the mixture looks like when it's ready. Okay, I think I have my mixture where it needs to be. It's a little thicker, and I can kind of hear when I scrape the sides, you can hear the sugar. That's how you know it's ready to put on the wax paper. So you want regular spoon, the serving spoon. You want to get, a good amount like this. Start spreading them on your wax paper. Make it a little bit more. You want them to be a good size. This should make about 12, sometimes 13 pralines for this recipe, depending on how big you make them. My family likes them big. move pretty quickly with these pralines. They turn very quickly in the bowl. Once the mixture starts to harden, it's a very fast process. You know, we all have those mistakes where we, you know, don't time it just right, and we might start putting them on the wax paper too late. And in that case, you can usually salvage them. You can just pop them back in the microwave for a few minutes. If that doesn't work, add a little bit of water and mix it, and that usually does the trick. You want to try to time your pralines just right so that you start putting them on the wax paper at the correct time. The last praline usually doesn't look too pretty, but it's still good to eat. Usually you're just scraping the bottom of the bowl for the last one. It looks like this did make 1 dozen pralines for us. This is what your finished product should look like. Of course, some come out differently, but you don't want your pralines to spread too much, and you want them to be a good size. So you will leave these to sit for a few hours, and for best results, leave them to sit overnight. I hope y'all enjoyed my video. Thank you for watching.
If you like our video, please like and subscribe. And if you want us to make anything or have a request, let us know in the comments.